I listen to recordings of myself, and like earlier today I was like listening to one, and the first one just horrible clicking everywhere. And so I played like more aggressive, and the notes I did hit did sound good.
Oh, that's good.
It's I do have to work on the urge, or like the, I don't know if it's like forgetting or the urge to be more accurate with my notes, because like, you know,
It's
later on in that
for a while.
chorus, you know, I'll start playing a little softer and more clicky.
The one thing I'll add to that is that, and it's going to be like just repeating what I already said, but don't assume you found the motion until it sounds right and feels right. It's like, it doesn't need to just feel right, it needs to sound right. And it's like, when you have something, again, at the end of the day, it's not like everybody finds the same rest stroke. You know what I mean? The rest stroke has, it's like, and the rest stroke is the thing people call rest stroke. You can just substitute that for shit that sounds right. You know what I mean? It's just, how do you get your shit to sound right in this style? So first of all, you got to understand that there's a range. It leans on some principles about your wrist, about momentum, about gravity, about certain kind of picks, certain kind of guitars, maybe certain gauge of strings. There are all these parameters that are pretty like dialed in, and then you have people who are exceptions to that who still get a sound, you know, and that's great. But you're more likely to find something that really works, you know, if you look outside of the box of things that you've already checked out. So, you know, there's a big range of motion that's just like, you know, it's like, ooh, I'm going to hit something weird. I'm going to hit a string, I'm going to have to mute with my left hand. You know, you got to try some of that, you know, to maybe find something new. Cool. Let's play something.
I'm going to start beating the shit out of this guitar. Could play minor swing.
Let's do it. How fast? One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. You had a really good moment. Then I said yes, Nick, and then you like fucked up a few notes. but that was good for a second. May I have that? Yeah. May I have some more? Cool, play that. 1, 2, 1. stump. That sounded pretty good to me a lot of it.
I threw in a little reckless abandon.
Yeah, it was really good.
It felt like me from freezing up. I noticed.
It felt like I saw your testicles descending. You know.
You know, I did have to have that surgery when I was a kid. They had to pull it down. The second one, that is. Not both of them. I'm not
surprised.
Yeah.
This is very consistent with what I've been hearing.
You're like the doctor with your cold.
I kind of called it.
Hands.
I kind of called it, didn't I?
Yeah, there's probably a connection there.
Holy shit! So you mean
the root of the cause, not my fault.
Wait a second. So you mean to tell me that it genetically takes your balls time to drop? What happened?
They had to do. They were worried it was coming down. The second one was coming down too late. So after molesting me for about a year straight, they were sure. After 1 year.
Wait a second. What? It took a
year. Sorry. They have to check. They're like, it's still not down.
Because baby balls are so small that like you don't know for sure.
Well, they can't just look at them. They got to be thorough. At least that was what I was told.
Okay. Can't the doctor just look? It's like, oh, there's one ball here. There's one missing.
I hope to God that there was a reason, but
okay.
Yeah, no, they were checking that, and then eventually they're like, I guess we're sick of this kid's balls. Let's just yank it down.
So you were 1 year old?
Surgery. What's that?
Yeah, you were 1 year old?
No. I was like 12 or something.
You lived for 12 years with one ball?
Yeah, it doesn't drop until like, I don't know, before puberty. I think, no,
really?
Before I was 12. I think it was like when I was anywhere between the ages of like 8 and 11.
Wait.
It's kind of a blur.
I just found out they don't drop immediately.
No.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It's not just me.
Okay, so this happens.
Yeah.
Sick. All right.
So you're kind of a doctor in a way.
I'm kind of blown away that I called it. Okay, so it's time. It's time to surgically. You had one testicle musically.
Oh yeah.
This is repetition. They have this term in psychoanalysis.
Yeah.
You're experiencing repetition. So this is a repetition for your late to arrive ball. But that ball, the one ball had some of the skill. The other ball is going to have the confidence. It's going to help you a lot if you play with balls and learn how to breathe at the same time. Mm-hmm. When you're playing, you're very held back up here. You can see it. And it's like, and you're playing way better now than I've heard you honestly solo.
Yeah.
Like that felt like some parts of it felt really good. Like you were going for things, you were laughing. It's funny when they don't work, when you're really going for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like when you look at somebody like who's just fucking up because they don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? If you're killing it and you go for something and it doesn't work, it's like it's like that's how it feels like. It's like hear saxophone players do it all the time. That sound and it's like it's not bad. You know what I mean? When you see like Cannonball Adderley do it.
Yeah.
But and they jump right back in. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You just got to be like in it more and like that. That was real good. Like not all of it, but that had the good stuff. Mm-hmm. It's cleaning up from there. Cool. I think also there's something about these tempos where because there's kind of like less things to hold, like not like a long note with vibrato where you're super naked. It's sort of easier to start feeling a lot of confidence in your playing when it's denser music, faster lines, because to play like a real singer on a ballad, you have to occupy space with the way you sway through the music. And here you can do it sort of being in the grid and playing ideas. You know what I mean? And the other thing, it's not like one is more difficult than the other. It's hard to play well on anything. But it's easier to play with confidence because you put a little bit less of yourself on the line because you're not hanging on notes and shaping each one. It's more like about the rhythmic ideas. So I'm saying it's a good idea to gain access to the realm of playing confidently in those kind of tempos. But make sure you also play some slow stuff.
Right.
Because it's like you can't muscle your way through it. It's kind of like this is being fiery, and that's a great side of playing, but there's also like being pretty and sweet. Mm-hmm. And not in a like you gotta relax into it. There's no other way.